Hi again, everyone. I'm Ollie Matthews. This is the Narcissistic Resistance, and this resistance video is sponsored by a contribution from Nancy Beth. And here's her story. Hi, Ollie. It's Nancy Beth. I just donated to PayPal. I wanted to hear your take on it. It meaning I just saw the new movie version of Stephen King's novel It last night, and wow. I could not help but notice the close proximity to the narcissist and borderline as monster portrayed in the main character, the clown called Pennywise, but named it by the children. When I returned home, I quickly checked on the internet descriptions of this book and movie, as I never read the book before or seen the earlier made movie. I found that I really did not need to look anything up after reading parts of the Wikipedia description, which included an evil entity that returns every 27 years or so to wreak chaos and feed on children's fears. It can take many forms, including any of the child's worst fears. Of course, the book is much more lengthy and detailed, including it describing himself as the superior being and humans as mere toys. It explains that it prefers to kill and devour children because children are easy to work on and fill with terror, as in marinating in the meat. Sounds like grooming to me. When the children decide to stand up to it by ignoring their fears and fear of it, they drive it back into its hiding place because it cannot feed off the children without this fear. So it is to reappear 27 years later, not unlike the narc borderline who always tries to reappear in our lives. Only 27 minutes seems more the norm. In the novel, it confronts the now grown children in a battle that results in it revealing its true form. A giant, monstrous female spider. Sounds like many of the narc family members of us subscribers. In the novel's climax, the children are now adults and again knowing it needs supply from their fear. The group confronts their individual fears and destroy it. Only we know, just like in real life and the movie industry, it can always come back. At 2, at 3, at 4, etc. Sounds way too familiar and biographic for many of us. As the it clown knows how to draw you in with what you want, knowing exactly what it's doing, acting any way it needs to, only to destroy you. Really hit home. I wonder if they could make a movie with the it clown on a talk show stating how he knew exactly what he was doing and could manipulate any way he needed to, only stating that he is the victim, as he has a mental illness called borderline personality disorder. I guess that's when the music and single teardrop can run down his face while holding the red balloon, of course without an apology or changing in any way, because he cannot and will not. Nancy Beth. To be honest with you, I hate Stephen King. I've always hated Stephen King. I've always thought his shit was hacky and stupid. Fear for the base of fear. I mean, some of the stuff was okay. Christine was good. I had no idea what it was. I mean, I know the clown. Obviously, you deal in as much meme warfare as I do. Okay, you're gonna know Pennywise, the it clown. That being said, I think it probably is a way. I think it might almost be a window into Stephen King telling us who he really is. Stephen King, another baby boomer. Another baby boomer. Basically showing you his tactics. You know, this is I think Stephen King's tactics of how he deals with people. And it is the narcissist plan to play off your fears. That's where it comes in. The only way you win is not to play. Is not to have your fears, not to feed into it. If you feed the beast grows. If you don't feed the beast, if you ignore the beast, if you delete the beast, Well, the beast just withers off and fucks off. The important thing is to remember, though, is that the beast never gives up. And that's understood, because the beast can't give up, because that's all the beast is programmed to do. That's all the beast will ever do. So every 27 years, or in your life, every 27 months, 27 minutes, 27 whatever the number is, the beast will always come back until the beast is completely vanquished from the earth, i.e. they die. Luckily for us, in the physical form, our beasts will eventually die one day. Now, the damage they leave is permanent, clearly. Otherwise, why would we all be here? But we understand, but having an understanding of why the clown, why Pennywise, why the beast is doing what it's doing, you understand, it's a kind of good example, because you'll understand what your abuser is doing, what your narc is doing. They're feeding off your fears. Fears of exposure, fears of being a bad person, fears of whatever, because remember, they know you. These narcs know how to push your buttons. So what they're doing, as always, is deliberate. But when you delete your fears, when you don't acknowledge your fears, you take all their power away. All their power away. And you might still hear some faint whispers in the dark, some comments in cyberspace that nobody sees or reads, and they just get poofed away, deleted, as if they've never even existed in a matter of seconds. Well, you're just twisting the knife back on the beast. So it's kind of a way of playing the game without playing the game, because they need the acknowledgement. But you don't give it to them. Giving in to your fears, fighting with it, is feeding the beast. And in a way, Stephen King is basically telling you how he is. And I think a lot of people, and I don't think he's making a general statement about himself or baby boomers. I think he might be doing it subconsciously. But he's kind of telling you, you want to hurt Stephen King? Ignore him. Ignore him. That's why he makes so many crappy movies. He just puts them out one after another, because he just hopes one will fit, because he can't go away. He can't go away. I mean, it's been around for a while. I mean, there was already an It movie, so here we go again with the remakings. Trying to relive old glory days. Oh well. So a little deeper than that for me right now, based on some stuff. But it is a very timely time to get this. Okay? Because you're right, it does all fall along the lines of a personality disorder, but the overlying message is the same. Don't feed the narc with your fears. You starve them out by not playing. So, thank you again, Nancy Beth, for another contribution and another story. I hope this helped. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions or advice in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, a narcissist you'd like to expose, you'd like to set up a Skype, phone call, have a private video made, or a Facebook live chat, or you'd like to sponsor a video like this for someone who needs help and can't afford it, or you just want to sponsor the channel in general, see me succeed, keep the lights on and the bills paid, because those are always great as well, because again, this channel survives 100% on contributions from all of you. Without you, this all goes away. So you all know what to do with that PayPal and email link in the description box, and if you're still unclear, wait for the instructional video link to pop up on the screen at the end of this video to walk you through all of that. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And be sure to click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been the Narcissistic Resistance. Take care.